Jess hilarious. Jess with the mess, okay, is how she got her start. And it seems like her career is going to end on some mess. Now, she is a young woman. I'm told that she just recently turned 26 years old. And she is ignorant. And willfully so. I would say there's too much in the world for us not to be familiar with the different religions. Not everyone is Muslim that wears a turban or some sort of cover up as part of their religious faith. And so over the weekend, Jess Hilarious thought it would be really cute and funny to get some men that are Sikhs kicked off the plane because they were scaring her with their turbans, okay? But then when you look at the camera, Heifer, you got on the Ain't Your Mama, you got on this Ain't Your Mama thing going on, all black. We always got a headscarf or a bonnet on or something before we go to bed. So, child, we got to protect the weave. We got to protect our natural hair. We got to protect whatever type of hair we wearing, okay, sugars? You get it, buttercups? I hope you get it, okay? So, I mean, it's just really disturbing that this young woman did, and then she even said, I wanted to apologize. Her initial apology was so ignorant. It was like, I wanted to apologize because I didn't know there were different sets of Muslims. Sikhs are not Muslims. And she said she was ignorant. So that's good that you are aware that you are ignorant. But what I need for you to do is be more diligent about learning about the different religions. Yes, there are different sects of Muslims, and of course we know that we the ones that we see are the ones who's giving all the good Muslims the bad rap, and those are the extremists, the terrorists, the ones that feel like we should all die in order to be part of Islam or whatever. But the purpose of Sikhs, or how Sikhs came about, was years ago in India, because, you know, India operates in a caste system. I'm educating some of y'all might still know that. I know they ain't really teaching world history anymore in schools. Just Hilarious's ignorance is a prime example of how education system is screwed up in America. But she apologized, and she said give her time, and that she's just with the mess, and y'all gonna learn that I don't have to go and agree with everything that other black people say, because she said she didn't understand. What was that, last May, I think it was, she said she don't understand the concept of the black dollar. Because all money is green. It's also silver and copper too, but okay. And when you go to other parts of the world, it's many colors, like Jacob's coat, okay? I mean, yeah. If someone rainbow coat, Lord Jesus help me, we just went over that lesson in Sunday school. But I really am disturbed by the fact that this young woman was totally unaware and oblivious of the fact that not everyone that wears turbans are Muslim. Did anyone else not know that? I knew that, but maybe that's because I'm a little bit more worldly and educated, so to speak. But I admit, let me tell y'all real quick before we go out. Long time ago, one of my friends was like, my father is one of the most devoted Christians ever. And I was like, Christians? I said, aren't y'all Catholic? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, but, oh, they are Christian. Who knew? Because I thought they were like a whole other level of, I don't know, because like I'm Christian, I'm Baptist, and you know, I don't confess my sins to anyone other than God. Unless I feel as though there's something I'm dealing with, I need to talk to my pastor about. I do, but for the most part, I get on my knees and I pray, okay? All right, so anyways, we're going to leave out on here, but I do want y'all to call in or comment, and let's talk about this Jess with the mess, because I've got more to say about that coming up. This is Miss Sophia Diva on BFAM. All right, what is up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, on a Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. If you want to be part of the conversation, please give us a call at 678-383-4378. Now, when we left off, and let me give a shout out to my boy Kurt Lockhart. Thanks for joining, Kurt, the conversation. Were you able to be privy to the Jess Hilarious Jess with the mess mess on the airplane, getting innocent people kicked off the plane. And she now claims she didn't get the people kicked off the plane. But I'm like, you basically told us you weren't fit for your life. And here's the thing about it, when we go live on airplanes and stuff like that, airlines do be watching, especially on Twitter. Because like there's been times when I've tweeted stuff while I'm up in the air about, look, y'all's flight attendants need to get together up in here. You know, one tried to throw my luggage up in the damn compartment. And they're like right on it. But I wanted to speak briefly about what Sikhs are and what they believe. So CNN last year did a profile of Sikhs because I guess people didn't know. So what it says is that the founder, which was I think over 500 years ago, I think, or I don't know how long ago, but it says everyone is the same because they were tired of the separatism that the caste system in India created. Because, you know, once you're at a certain level in the caste system, that's where you're supposed to stay. And some people just didn't think that was right, and their founder didn't think it was right. Do they believe in God? They believe in everyone is equal, and doing good deeds is important to be with God after death, is what they believe. There are about 25 million Sikhs around the world, about 700,000 which live in the United States. Most Sikhs are from India. They do not have a particular day of worship. But due to the American work week, Sunday is a popular day for services. And their worship center is not called a mosque, so that's how you know that they're not Muslim. It's called, and please forgive me if I butcher the name so someone can correct me by spelling it for me phonetically out, but it's called a Gurdwara. And usually they open up at 6 a.m. for prayer, and that's how they have worship. So I mean, it is a faith, and, you know, they do believe in God, and they also kind of have my philosophy. I feel like with any religious faith that's collecting money from the community, I think that you should be doing good in the community that you're in. And I feel like all of us should be doing good. And it's disturbing when I hear about these churches that seem to not want to do outreach in the communities in which they serve and are more concerned, particularly the pastors, about looking good, feeling good, and buying planes to fly all over the world. That's disturbing me, Diva. Okay, speaking of planes, as you know, I think about a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago, a Boeing 737 MAX plane crashed at takeoff and killed everyone on board in Ethiopia. Well, Boeing's got a little bit of answering to do for why is it that in the past couple of months we've had 2 major crashes like this. Not to mention, I believe that Malaysian flight, a couple of other flights in the past few years, period, have been the Boeing 737 MAX planes. And these planes have crashed, and leaders across the blueprint of this world have decided we're going to ground them until we can do due diligence and find out why they're crashing. So it's just really disturbing how America wanted to stand by their product and not grounded for safety reasons. That just didn't set well with me. But then again, we got to realize who our president is. Let's see. My friend is stating that when the Federal Aviation Administration announced it was grounding all Boeing 737 planes, the agency said it had identified similarities between last week's Ethiopian Airlines crash and the Lion Air crash in Indonesia 6 months earlier. So, but it took them, with all the other world leaders grounding their planes, it took them some time to finally decide, okay, well, we need to put our planes down. And you do need to set it down because there is no reason for lives to be lost. But here's the catch, y'all, and this is unfortunate, is if we don't pay enough as people who fly, especially me, a person who likes to fly everywhere. They pass in the cost of those planes being grounded onto the passengers. How does that make you feel? I get we all got to stay profitable. Most of the airlines are in fact publicly traded, but at some point y'all gonna have to balance between the owners and the actual consumers. Because the average consumer, especially those who fly coach, 9 times out of 10 do not have a stake, is not a shareholder in any of these airline companies, okay? Plus, quite frankly, some of the stock I didn't think was worth investing in for a time. So It's already bad enough we got to pay for luggage because we always have to take luggage on a plane. To this day, I still don't know why we're being charged for luggage at this stage. And why don't you just hide it like Southwest Airlines does in their ticket prices? That would help out a lot. I don't want to get to the airport and have to be a la carte every time. My understanding is that Spirit Airlines is one of the worst ones that does this. Like, basically, you should just show up in a trench coat and hope for the best. And Spirit Airlines is what I understand, but I'm just saying. Hint a software system. Something's wrong with the software system, my friend is saying, for the Boeing 737s.